with us. Welcome and Shabbat Shalom. Please come take a seat, make yourself comfortable. We have so many things we're celebrating tonight. We have our fifth graders from Wise School are going to help lead our service. Thank you so much, fifth graders. We have members of our CYE community are here, and they're going to help with their singing as well. So thank you for our students from our Center for Youth Education. And we get to see the arc of learning because our 12th graders, some of our confirmation students are here with us this evening. Actually, all of them are here with us this evening, and they're going to share some of their words of wisdom and reflections. And what I was thinking about is I had this incredible week where last Sunday we had this unbelievable Cantor's concert, thanks to you, Cantor, and to Dr. T and the whole gang. It was unbelievable. It's online if you want to listen to it. Just beautiful, and it celebrated Israel. And then I got on a plane, and I flew to Germany, and I was there for VE Day. It was the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II, and I got to go to a small town where my cousin was liberated in 1945 in April, and it was very, very moving and very powerful. What I kept thinking about was how we plant seeds and we don't know exactly what's going to flower and how it's going to flower, and even, God forbid, if it's going to flower. And there I was with my cousin Menashe of blessed memories, two sons, Yehuda and Eli, and their 5 children. And my cousin Yehuda kept saying, Abba's smiling from heaven. Abba's smiling from heaven to see us here and to see the children that we've raised and to see the way we continue to learn and grow. So in a little microcosm, I see a little bit of that here. Our fifth graders, our CYE students, our confirmation students, so many alumni of our school in the room with us, and we can see Midor Lador, that story that gets told again and again. I'm grateful to all of you for investing in Jewish education, for being here, family members and friends, and to everybody who's joining us from home. Thank you so much for being part of our community. We're grateful to each and every one of you. For the honor of lighting our candles, I'm going to invite the fifth grade teaching team to come on over, and also any educators from our CYE who are here this evening, from our Center for Youth Education, you can come and join. If you're joining from home, light your Shabbat candles right along with us, and let's all stand, please. We're on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel
Shabbat Shalom. Wish each other Shabbat Shalom. Say hello to the person sitting next to you and say good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. You can all be seated. We're going to continue on page 13. Page 13. And our fifth graders are going to help us. Shir Chadash. Let's sing a new song to God, a song of joy. And it's funny, we say sing a new song, but they're words that we've been singing again and again. So the lesson is, it's the intention that we bring. And the love and the prayer that we bring, that's what makes it new. So let's join with our fifth graders. page 20, Lecha Dodi, beautiful poem, 500 years old, that reminds us of the connection that the Jewish people has to Shabbat and how Shabbat connects us to one another and to our ancestors going back in time, and God willing to our descendants going forward in time. Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'ripur echad, Ishmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'li tehillah. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, Ki מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם לסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Can be seated. Earlier, I invited you to say hello to the people around you. And as we prepare for Shalom Aleichem, which is a phrase, not just a prayer, we say Shalom Aleichem, and people respond to us, Aleichem Shalom, peace be upon you. What a beautiful blessing. And what I'd love you to think about is someone who's not in the room tonight that you're thinking peaceful thoughts for. Maybe it's a family member or a friend who lives far away. Maybe it's someone that you're estranged from, someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe it's even, if we could be more expansive, a stranger. Imagine someone you've never met, who you disagree with, who you don't necessarily see eye to eye, but what would it mean to wish shalom on that person as well? So set that kavanah, that intention to spread shalom out in the world, and then the challenge is, can we do it? After our Shabbat services throughout the weekend, can we reach out to someone and say, I was thinking of you when we sang Shalom Aleichem? Let's continue on page 24 with prayers of peace for one another and for our world.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Limelech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon.
We continue with the Baruch, the call to prayer that begins many Jewish services. It's short but powerful. It's a moment where the leader invites the community to come together in blessing God. For me, it represents connection not just to God, but to something bigger than myself. To me, the Baruch is a moment of transition. It tells me, now is the time to open your heart, and that's not always easy. Life can be full of noise, pressure, even pain. But when I hear the Baruch, I remember that I have a place to pause, a place to be honest about what I'm feeling, and to connect to something bigger than myself. Praying helps me find strength, especially in moments when I feel lost. It reminds me that I'm part of a community, a tradition, a larger story. Even if I'm struggling, even if I don't have all the answers, prayer is a way of saying, I'm here, I'm trying, and that's enough. So when I hear the Baruch, I don't just hear words. I hear an invitation to be present, to reflect, and to find meaning, even in silence. Please rise on page 28.
Lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Barechu et Adonai hamevorach Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed Yai lai lai, yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, vechoshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night turns to day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, vechoshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Shema means listen. In a world that's constantly rushing and full of distractions, the Shema gives me a moment to pause. When I recite it, I take a deep breath and let myself slow down. It's an opportunity to reflect, to be grateful, and to listen, not just with my ears, but with my heart. Growing up at Wise School, the rabbis taught us to slow down and think about the actual sounds of the Shema. We'd break it down into sh, and ah. Sh gives us a moment to stop and breathe. Lets us think about our lives and reflect, and ah lets us open our hearts and be grateful for what we have. I believe we should look at the world through that positive lens, always reflecting and opening our hearts to the gifts and the beauty of this world. We continue with Shema on page 34.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. I'm going to invite up some of our CYE students, the upper levels, our upper grades, to help me with the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi metzaveha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam veshivtecha bebetecha uvelechtecha vaderech ushochbecha uvekumecha ushartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzei etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet.
Micha Mocha is a prayer about freedom. After God liberates the Israelites from Egypt, they celebrate their newfound freedom and new purpose. In society today, physical freedom is less of a worry, but many still struggle with freedom of speech, ideas, and lack of courage to take risks. Too many are held back by the beliefs and expectations of others, social norms, and what will make you feel more likable. Many hold themselves back from making choices which may lead to more popularity, but will most definitely cause regret and unhappiness in the long run. In an unselfish way, sometimes you have to think about yourself before others. In my life, freedom isn't just about physical liberation, but about my ability to make choices for myself and live with purpose undefined by anyone else. Micha Mocha reminds me that freedom is being your authentic self and trusting your values and morals to guide you down the path of personal success. We continue with the Micha Mocha on page 40.
La
turn now to page 253 in our prayer books, in the middle, it is now time to offer a prayer of healing for those in need. Our Misha Berach prayer offers us a chance to think about anyone who could use a prayer of healing, whether they're feeling sick, whether they're injured, whether they're feeling lonely, or could just use a prayer. We want you to think of them now and think about a prayer going in their direction. Page 253.
Misheberach Avotenu Bekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. The first time I felt a strong connection to God was at my bar mitzvah service. It was in October 2020, and standing with the ark behind me, I felt God's presence. My service revolved around the theme of anti-Semitism, as it felt very relevant to my immediate community. A year prior, my school and synagogue were faced with anti-Semitic rhetoric, and I felt an overbearing sense of hate infiltrating my life. During my service, I asked God for safety, good health, and resolution for my community. I was asking for improvement in the lives of people I love in a way I could not create with my own merit. While I was scared, I had faith in God that the Jewish community would continue to fight and eventually be okay. Contrastingly, I speak to God when I feel overwhelmed with gratitude and need to separate it from myself. This may happen when I see a beautiful landscape or gorgeous natural phenomenon. I feel this gratitude at the beach, watching the beautiful pink and blue hues dancing in the sunset, or while driving in Malibu Canyon, looking at the enormous rock-covered mountains. I felt God's presence when I visited waterfalls in Maui, but also when I was lying in my hammock at my summer camp, viewing every star in the unobstructed night sky. While I mainly feel God's presence in situations of spectacular beauty, these instances remind me that God is always around me, even in the simplest of moments. His presence brings me peace and calmness, allowing me to be a better person for the people in my life. Before I leave, I would like to thank Rabbi Josh and Tatiana Sufer for being such an integral part of my CYE experience on behalf of all the confirmands, and they have helped me steward my journey of discovering what Judaism means to me, and I appreciate their endless effort in pushing me to become a better leader, collaborator, and person. I will miss my time here at Stephen Wise, but will take the fundamental Jewish values I learned through college and beyond. Please rise for our opportunity to connect with God, the Amida prayer, from page 46 to 62. Once you've finished, feel free to be seated. Thank you.
When I was younger, peace felt like something that had to be found outside of myself, through the approval of others or the comfort of fitting in. But as I've grown, I've learned that the most meaningful peace begins within. In the quiet strength it takes to accept who we are, even when the world around us hasn't caught up. As a Persian Jewish teen and a proud member of the queer community, I've carried both the weight of tradition and the beauty of self-discovery. There have been moments of pain, of misunderstanding and isolation, but also moments of courage, clarity, and immense amounts of joy. True peace, I believe, is not the absence of conflict, but rather the presence of growth, the power to move forward with grace, even when the path has been uneven. As we rise for the prayer of peace, I invite us all to reflect on where we've been, who we've become, and how we may carry peace with us into the world. We continue with our prayer for peace, Osei Shalom, on page 62.
Say shalom. B'Rama. Oh, say shalom. B'Rama. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom.
Through my experiences in Wise Temple Youth, Camp Wise Summer and Sundays, and Let's Hakein, I have learned that being a part of a Jewish community means more than just attending events. It means showing up for one another, embracing our shared values, and growing together. Attending Camp Wise as both a camper and a counselor for several years, I have discovered what it means to be my true, authentic self and what it means to be a leader. As a camper, I watched my counselors in awe as they represented what it meant to be a true role model. And as a counselor, I have been able to emulate that same experience for my current campers. In both this program and Whitty, I have been able to develop my leadership skills as I have been given opportunities that pull me outside of my comfort zone, whether that is running a program or resolving a conflict. I was able to apply these leadership traits when participating in Let's Hakein, a program where Jewish students from around the country travel to DC to lobby on important topics like anti-Semitism and gun violence in their state representatives' offices. On this trip, I finally understood the power of using my voice to advocate for justice, a value deeply rooted in our tradition. While I have been able to be a leader in these settings, I have also had the chance to be in a place to do things that I love. I've been able to sit in this very sanctuary, singing songs rooted in my childhood with new campers every year. Around the corner, I've been able to engage in thoughtful text study and debate with Rabbi Josh and my fellow peers. In the next room, ZH, I've been able to partake in a Havdalah ceremony with friends who have now become my family. In this very space, I've been able to bring to life the value of oneg, doing mitzvot, and timeless rituals, thanks to these special programs that have ultimately shaped my perspective on Judaism. They have guided me in understanding that it is more than rituals and holidays, but it is about making meaningful connections, taking action, accepting responsibility, and overall belonging to something much greater than myself. These are lessons that I have carried with me every day, and lessons that I will continue to hold on to as I begin the next chapter of my life and am approached with new challenges. To the next generation of teens stepping into these same roles and spaces, I want to leave this blessing for you. May you embrace every moment with open hearts and curious minds, and as you will find friendships that feel like family and unlock traditions that are meaningful to you. May you know that you belong, that your voice and presence matter, and that your Jewish journey is a gift in this world.
This week's Torah portion, Parshat Kedoshim, God commands the Israelites, "Be holy, for I, Adonai your God, am holy." Now, holiness isn't always at the top of our minds. More so than ever, it seems, there are so many tantalizing opportunities that compete for our attention and that of our children. From sports to entertainment to social media to extracurriculars, college resume building, the list goes on. And these are all important things. They are. And yet I doubt any of us would suggest that they are the keys to bringing us closer to being holy. And yet, here we are tonight, listening to children lead us in prayer, listening to spiritual teachings from college-bound seniors who Tuesday night after Tuesday night came together to create community with one another, to immerse themselves in the wisdom of our tradition, and to explore who they want to be in the world and how they're going to bring that sense of holiness that they discovered here into a world that desperately needs it. Here we are, watching a new generation of Jewish leaders ignite the search for holiness for themselves, for our community, and for our people. And so while holiness might not always seem like it's at the top of our to-do list, if tonight is any evidence, then our people's tradition, our people's holiness is in good hands. And so I'd like to invite my clergy colleagues as well as our confirmands, Nikki, Rihanna, Samira, Josh, Jake, Maddie, Camille, and Devin, to join us on the bima for a blessing from this holy community.
May you find holiness through sacred community, through the love you show to others, neighbor and stranger alike. And may your love bring you as many blessings as it brings to others.
May you find holiness through Jewish ritual and study. May they remind you in times of joy and in times of distress of who you are and who you want to be.
May you find holiness through prayer. May the words and the melodies of our tradition bring you comfort in times of distress, contentment in times of unrest, and clarity in times of uncertainty.
May you find holiness through the pursuit of justice by seeking to make our community, our nation, and our world a bastion of safety, of honesty, and of prosperity for our people, for Israel, and for the world.
May you find holiness through everyday kindnesses that you share with everyday people. May your light shine upon all those you encounter, and may you in turn reflect their radiance. And together we say,
Amen.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you, and may God keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May the light of the Holy One shine on you, and may God's face be lifted up to you. Lifted up to you. May God grant you the precious gift of peace.
V'yasem lecha shalom. Mazel tov.
Amen.
As I prepare to embark on my next chapter, I reflect on where it all began. And for me, it began at Stephen Wise. I became a bat mitzvah here, and later a b'nai mitzvah Hebrew tutor, where I not only learned how to chant Torah, but how to teach it, explore its meaning, and pass it forward. Here I found my voice through prayer and through leadership. With that voice came a deep sense of responsibility, to stand with Israel, to keep memory alive, and to always seek the truth. At Wise, I learned the strength that comes from community, the courage that comes from knowledge, and the action that comes from love. These values are now part of who I am, woven into everything I do. As I step forward, I do so with pride, knowing that the light I have found here is one that I will carry into college and the world. I would like to take a moment to thank Tati, Rabbi Noble, and my Woody family. I'm truly grateful for all the memories we made, the wisdom we've gained, and the bonds we formed. And now, as we prepare to pray for the United States and Israel, may our words rise like a song of hope and strength for the land, the people, and the values that connect us all. We continue with a prayer for our community on page 258. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes to the wonders of creation and alert to take care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance, for they govern in justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe for affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
Amen. For the last 581 days, we have been praying for the captives that have been held in Gaza. We've celebrated as some have come home. We've mourned as we've learned that some have died. There's still 59 hostages in Gaza, and we'll continue to say these prayers for their return and for the safety of our soldiers, and for someday, God willing, a real and lasting peace so that everybody in the region can live in dignity and honor. Tonight we're joined by Moshe Miran, whose brother is a hostage, Omri, and we've prayed for him many, many times. In a little bit, you'll see his image on the screen behind you. Moshe, thank you so much for joining us and for making sure that we don't forget. For making sure that we don't forget your brother Omri or any of the remaining hostages. And you're going to say a few words about your brother. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Moshe Lavi. I'm the brother-in-law of Omri, my sister's husband. I'll share a bit about him with you. I won't go into details of what happened on October the 7th because we have children here and they shouldn't hear about it. But sadly, my nieces, Roni and Alma, were 6-month-old and 2-year-old that day, experienced it full hand. Omri is a shiatsu therapist, is a gardener. He is a very spiritual person, connected to the earth, connected to the soil in the land of Israel, connected to both Judaism and Eastern traditions through his studies and through his travels in the Far East and in India. He loves sports, loves literature. He's an incredible father to my 2 nieces, Roni and Alma, who dedicates so much time to them. And a devoted husband to my sister Lishai, the love of her life. They met in March 2020 and amid the pandemic, fell in love, built a home in Kibbutz Nahal Oz, and started a family together. That day on October the 7th, I found myself in New York, very far away from my entire immediate family who experienced the atrocities. My parents in Sderot, where I was born and raised, my sister Michal and her family in Oraner, a kibbutz nearby, and my sister Lisha and Omri in Kibbutz Nahal Oz. That day, Omri was taken from Lishai and the girls after they were all held captive for hours, held at gunpoint. The last thing my sister told him is that she loves him, she'll take care of the girls, and she asked him not to be the hero he is, but the hero he needs to be at that moment. And he's still being a hero 581 days later. 2 weeks ago, we received a video from Hamas, a terrorist organization that kidnapped him and ravaged our communities. And we saw him alive. We heard him, and while we didn't pay heed to the words the terrorists put in his mouth, we focused on the fact that we can bring him home and reunite him with my sister Lishai and my nieces Roni and Alma. I want you to close your eyes for 30 seconds and imagine the day Omri will return home. Imagine how he enters the door and Roni and Alma run to him. Alma is only 2-year-old now, so she will probably trip on her way. But eventually she'll reach her daddy and say, "Daddy, you're home." Roni has been wishing him good night every night since that day, nearly 4-year-old today, will tell him, "Daddy, we can finally say good night together." They used to say goodnight to the moon every night before he was taken. And imagine my sister Lishai, finally after tireless advocacy across Israel and the world, embracing Omri, hugging him, kissing him, and telling him that she will never let go of him ever again. Now I want you to take that image in your mind and use it for your advocacy, because we need your voice as families. There are still 59 hostages in captivity, and there are many ways to support us, and by extension, support them. Write on social media, share on your communities, share at your workplace. Write to your elected officials, demand that they do more because they have not done enough. Make sure to amplify the voices of the hostages, share their stories, who they are, because they're not a poster, they're human beings, or were taken from their homes, their fields, their units, and are still waiting to return home. So take that power with you and use it in this crucial moment for us, the families, and for them, the hostages who are still there in Gaza's tunnels. Thank you.
תודה רבה, משה. תודה לך על כל מה שאתה עושה לכבוד כל החטופים והחטופות שלנו. ועכשיו אנחנו רוצים שכל אחד ואחד יחזור, ואנחנו חייבים לעשות כל מה שאפשר, כל מאמץ, לזכור ולעשות ולהביא. I want to invite everybody to stand. We're going to say our prayer for the hostages. And just know this, Moshe, when you go back home, just know that there is a community, one amongst hundreds and hundreds and hundreds in this country, that have not forgotten your brother-in-law, not for 1 minute. And we won't forget. We will continue to pray, and we will reach out to our elected officials and tell them, don't you stop the pressure, because it's easy to get complacent and stop doing the work that needs to be done. And we see that happening, and we fear that happening. So we're going to say these words, and we're going to take them to heart, and we're going to do the work as Moshe encourages us to.
Achenu, our brothers, Achenu, Achotenu, our sisters, Achotenu, Achenu, our brothers, Achenu, Achotenu, our sisters, Achotenu.
Wherever you are, whatever we must do, always there with you. We are with you, our brothers, Achenu. We are with you, our sisters, Achotenu.
From the darkness to the light,
We are
from the
with you.
darkness to the light,
We are
from
with
the
you.
darkness to the light. Make everything alright.
We are
From the
with you.
darkness to the light,
We are
from the
with you.
darkness to the light.
We are
From the
with you.
darkness to the light, make everything alright. We are with you.
You can remain standing. We're going to, in a moment, offer our Kiddush prayer. But before we do that, we're going to say the blessing for the counting of the Omer. There's all of these things that come together at this time of the year and this time in the life of the Jewish people. We're counting the days that our Chatufim and Chatufot have been stolen from their homes, and we're longing for their return. We count up from Passover to Shavuot. That's the counting of the Omer. And then in a moment, we'll say Kiddush, and we'll count some of our blessings. But the tradition is to, as I said, count every day between Passover and Shavuot. And The day that we just concluded was the 26th. So 5th graders, what does that mean today is? Okay, it took a moment, but they got there. They got to 27. So we're going to say the blessing together. The last words are Al Sfirata Omer, and then we'll say the words counting the day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sfirat HaOmer hayom shiva ve'esrim yom shehem shlosha shavuot v'shisha yamim la'omer. You can say with me, today is the 27th day, making 3 weeks and 6 days of the Omer. And now we're going to hear a little bit about Kiddush and our blessing on page 5, where we count all of the joyous moments in our lives. Daveen, please.
Good evening. My family's Friday night dinners are a cherished tradition that has endured through generations and across continents. They begin with a flurry of activity. Uncles setting up chairs to accommodate old family members, and often with last-minute additions of welcomed friends. Aunts making final flavor adjustments to the authentic Persian dishes, and little cousins screeching with joy, scampering away from the grasps of my older cousins. All this happens under the watchful eye of my grandmother. These conversations at dinners are as rich as the nuanced food, ranging from current events and lighthearted gossip to intense political debates, where diverse and often conflicting viewpoints are enthusiastically exchanged. Often, the discussions slip into reflections on the lives of my family led in Iran, their escape from an oppressive regime, their struggles to reestablish a life here, and their many achievements and joys they've made possible by hard work and through persistence. Shabbat also connects me to something bigger, the Jewish people across time and place. I am moved to think that for centuries, Jews have welcomed this night with their own customs, languages, and meals, each unique but rooted in the same tradition. Jewish families like mine lighting candles, blessing bread, and making space for laughter, reflection, and rest. That sense of shared rhythm make me feel a part of a larger history and a precious heritage. Please rise for the Kiddush on page 5.
Thank you so much. We're going to invite the room parents for our 5th graders to join us up here. Sharon Sabatfard and Seppi Sabatfard and Marissa Smith, come on up. And I just want to acknowledge, as the room parents are coming up to join us for Kiddush, 5th graders and CYE students, I want to make sure that when you become a 12th grader, you're standing up on this bema with us as well, because I know I speak for everybody here when I say how proud we are to see 12th graders being able to articulate their connection to Judaism, their love of this place, and their love more broadly of Jewish community. It's very, very inspiring. And 5th graders, you inspire us. CYU inspire us. We want to see you hang with us all the way through confirmation and beyond. Let's all think of the joyous moments in our lives. If you're joining from home, feel free to put one of those in the chat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinkilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinhaltanu baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Hashabbat Lechaim.
So we are going to stay standing, and I'm going to invite, normally we say under the age of B'nai Mitzvah, but there's a large quantity of getting close to B'nai Mitzvah. And so I'm going to invite anyone below 5th grade. So if you have not yet entered 5th grade, I'm going to invite you to make your way up to open the ark, and we continue on page 282. You don't have to run. You can walk gently.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kiyoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kimishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim u'mishachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. Rabbi Josh talked about one part of this week's parasha. We have Kiddushim, but it's actually a double portion. We read Achrei Mot Kiddushim, which literally means after the death, holiness. And I think about that a lot. The rabbis twist themselves up of trying to figure out why these portions are combined, but I want to suggest that it is both a promise and a command. It is a promise to those who are deep in grief to say Achrei Mot, after this grief, after the space in which you find yourself, there will be holiness again. I think it's also a commentary that sometimes in that grief, in that silence, and in that pain is actually where you find some of the most holiness, the people around you. And also a commandment, right, to remind us that after our grief, even in our grief, we are still commanded, Kiddushim Tihiyu. We still have to be in the world as bringers of holiness. And so I want to take a moment, we want to take a moment to acknowledge those in our community who are Acharei Mot, who are experiencing that grief and loss. So if you are in a period of Shiv'ah or Shloshim, the first 7 or 30 days following the loss of a loved one, we invite you to rise. And if you're at home and want to share a name, we invite you to do so. If you are in a period of Shana, the first year after the loss of a loved one, it's traditionally a parent, but anyone you are remembering in that first year, we invite you to rise. And again, if you're at home and want to share a name with us. If this week, this time of year marks a yahrzeit, the anniversary of a loss in your life, we invite you to rise. And then we'll invite, as is our custom, we'll invite the community to rise in solidarity and in memory of those we may keep in our hearts. Kadisha Tom is on page 294. Yitzgadal v'yitzgadash shemei rabah, bi'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon u'vyom echon, u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Olamei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalev V'yitalal Shemei D'Kudsha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to those who mourn and comfort to those who are bereaved, as together we say, amen. So in a moment, we're going to disperse with only the best kind of chaos. The best kind of chaos. Our Wise School fifth graders and their families, we are making our way down to Cat's Pavilion. You have been there before. If you are here for our confirmation dinner or our CYE dinner, you're going to stay in this building and you will be directed to the right place. So that will be wonderful chaos. Before we close, just a couple. Oh yeah, and everyone is invited. There's some challah, some oneg. We wouldn't want you to go hungry on your way to dinner. So just a couple of thank yous. We have an incredible production team as always. So thank you to Brian, Andre, Jack, Brendan, and Roz. Thank you to Karen, who's helping us here, and Jody online. Thank you, as always, to our amazing musicians, to Dr. Tali Tadmore, and to Jeff, Larry, and Yaron. Thank you.
Wait, it's not time to go yet. It's not time to go yet.
The food is not
We have
there
a
yet.
closing song, then you can go.
We're going to close Ein Keloheinu, page 322.
322. Let's hear it with spirit. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Mi Eloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Kemalkeinu, Mi Kemoshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Emalkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu.
Wow, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.